Hello there, my name is Latoya. This is my crafty space and I'm going to share it with you. Oh my goodness, I just did like a different intro finally. Okay, so today, like I said, I need to make 14 Valentine's Day cards, each different. I literally go in, as you can tell by my recording style, I am making this on the fly and figuring it out, and I'm just recording it as I go along. Anyhow, today, I don't really have anything in mind. I just played with, as you saw, 3 different colors. Oh my goodness. My mojo is awesome. It's like, oh, we're going to go from making a brown card to bam, pink, blue, red, fantastical things. So I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of like bees maybe, or some pink again. You know I love bees. Maybe we should get the bee box. I'm going to introduce you guys to the bee box if you don't know what it is. Oh my gosh, I'm making it sound like something like so exciting. Actually, it's part of my craft stash. It is very exciting. Just going to walk through my craft space and voila, this here is my bee box. So this, you guys, is my bee/lemonade craft box. I put all things related to those 2 categories in here. And actually, I need to put my new stamp set in here. This is the Honeybee home set. And this is, you know, if you care, this is current. Again, like I say all the time, I play with old goodies and new goodies by Stampin' Up or by other companies. But this is SU, and I saw this and knew I immediately needed it. I absolutely love the font on the sentiments themselves. The florals are drawn in just a magnificent fashion. And of course, I love bees, if you can't tell by this box. So I'm going to add this here. I also have like the embossing folder, and I have the dies also. So just really quickly, how I store my items is like items I love, like bees, lemonade, candy, jars. Those things I like to store as a category. And then other things like most of my Stampin' Up goodies, I just like to store as at SU. I'll store it as a brand. My Lawn Fawn stamps, for example, I have like 2 bins like this of Lawn Fawn, and I just store those all as Lawn Fawn. There are a couple sets that literally are just like straight up Christmas, and I have those in my Christmas box, but for the most part, that's how I store things. So, you know, that's just how I organize my items currently, and it's been that way for like over a year. Okay, so maybe I don't know, a Valentine bee card, maybe? All right, so an idea literally did hit me for the Honeybee home set. So I decided I'm going to play with this. When an idea hits me, I just want to go with it, because fighting it, it's just too much. So now I need a background stamp. I do have a collection of background stamps, but I think I'm going to go with this stamp set because I love this marble here, and well, it's like a marble look, and I haven't played with this yet, so I kind of already had an idea that I wanted to give this stamp a go. I'm not really sure how these 2 are going to mesh, but I'm going to make them mesh. That's what we do on this channel. I'm like, that's what I do on this channel. I just make things work. So I need some white cardstock. So what I'm thinking is I want to make a neat background. I'm still thinking pink, but there's going to be some yellow, obviously bees, but I'm thinking pink for this. We'll see how it goes. I need to just stop thinking, just do. I always go to my swatches if I'm unsure. As you can see, I did this in a hurry. These are not the prettiest swatch sheets, but as you can see, I have not redone them because I don't care. It's doing the job. So these are the pinks that I have, and I think I do like Rococo Rose, and it is discontinued. And like I've said before, I do play with things that are DC'd. But since I just created with Blushing Bride, I'm like, oh, let me give that color another play because it's beautiful. So sorry about my weird voice. Sometimes I'm weird. So I'm just going to go with this. And I don't even think I need the platform for this. I think I'm just going to do like free stamping. And I am trying my hardest to not overthink. I am really trying to just do, like, I work 12 hours off of 5 hours of sleep. I literally just want to do. So I'm just going to stamp. Okay, this is cute. I do like this. I think I want to add some dimension to this. I have yet to do any heat embossing or really anything to my cards that I've created so far. So I think like now is the time for me to, now is the time for me to do something. So I think I'm going to do some heat embossing. It's really simple and it's fun. I have what I call my little heat embossing kit. So let's zoom out. So it's just this bin here, and I have all of my heat embossing tools. So these are my tools for heat embossing. Now, as I said, I'm just going to stamp. I'm just having fun. I'm just making like an artistic background for these bees. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so let's see, what do I need to do? First thing you need to do if you're heat embossing is you need to prime your area. Now, this is a embossing buddy. I used to have the little sack and then I upgraded to like a brush. And now this is a brush by the Rabbit Holes Designs because I'll go over why I purchased this later. But this brush is pretty stellar and I really like it. So I have this. And then I'm going to stamp after that. So prime my paper first. And this is my Versamark. So I'm just going to stamp like here. And just a little there. And then just here. Like a touch. I want to block some of this. Now I can't see this because of the color, but I'm sure it looks good. Okay, so that's enough for me. And I need to move quickly because it's not a lot of ink, so that's not going to stay wet forever. Okay, now I'm going to warm my heat gun and then hold my paper to it until the powder melts. I'm just doing a check of my paper to make sure everything melted. And you guys, look at that. How cute is this? Look how amazing these are. So cute. I'm going to just put one to the side. The other, like I said, going to use for bees. I think that was the one we did first. What a very cute, cute background this makes. All right. All right, so I brought over one of my die containers. This one, this container is actually new. And it fits perfectly onto the little top that I have for my standing shelf. And I have like the large one in the back, and then I have the one in the front. And then this just fits that small sliver that I have available. Again, check out my craft tour video if you want to see what my space looks like. So this bin has like all of my shapes. I really think like a pink heart would be swell with like bees or something swirling about. Such a quick idea. You know what? No more thinking. I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to just grab the Blushing Bride cardstock, just like I used in my other video. And I did really like this die, but I ended up going with the plain die because, you know, you can easily replicate it if you are following me along for Stampin' Up. But like I said, I do play with other things. So I'm going to use this die here because I think it's just going to look so swell and sweet with this really artistic background. And this is just like, this has like stitching just all around it. How cute is that? All right. And again, I think this is from like either scrapbook.com or 123 Stitch. Alright you guys, so I have my Honeybee home set that I am going to take the bees from, just because I'm really wondering how this set looks. It's so cute. And so here I am with the card so far. I think this looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to cut this down so it'll fit against my base. And I think just a simple sentiment here will make this card complete. Of course, I'm all for redoing this after I do this simple version, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with how I'm just like making cards simply and then giving myself the option to make it better, quote unquote, if I choose to redo it. So let me figure out what sentiment I'd like to use. So I really like this love and thanks, even though it's attached to this other portion that says to a dear friend. I'm going to mask the love and thanks and then just cut it with my cutter or use a die to cut it to make the ends beveled, and then just put it right here in the middle because I think it would just be like really simple and perfect. So if you don't know how to mask, it's fairly easy. All you need is, what I'm going to use is a Post-it or just a piece of cardstock, something thick. And then you're going to take your ink and you're just going to cover this while you dab the ink on here, and you'll only see that on that side. Now I do recommend just covering up just folding over the Post-it so the ink doesn't seep through. I got a little, but that's fine because that's going to be cut off. But if it was higher up, I would just redo this. So again, you can use a piece of cardstock because it won't bleed through at all unless you stamp like, 6 times. All right, you guys, so I decided to just stamp out my sentiment in black, just again for that striking look, since my background has gold and blush. And then my die cut pieces, my fiance's playing a game, hence the theatrical noise. And since my die cut pieces are also picking up the color from my background, I just decided to have my sentiment in black. So I really like how just striking and simple that is. I might layer that on something, but I'm just gonna adhere this. All right, you guys, so this is my card. I had so much fun creating this. I know that dies are from a different company apart from Stampin' Up, but like I've said in other videos, I do use products apart from Stampin' Up, although I do love SU. I hope you guys are inspired by yet another Valentine's Day card that I created. All right, so I hope you guys do something crafty that makes you happy, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.